friends, welcome to my channel. Hope you are still shining brightly. Today I want to discuss two powerful ways one can successfully shun manipulators and their likes. The set goal is, to build strong relationships, not to attract those that will constantly devalue you and pull you down every chance they get. No way. So, the first important thing to do is to get a good dose of self-worth. This is the foundation for all lasting success in your worthy endeavors. Incredible things happen when you've grown up, to be spiritually smart and subsequently working with, a healthy self-image. One, you will really enjoy connecting and bonding with fellow good people more often than not. Then again, you hate every form of low living. You hate unscrupulous means, of whatever, every manipulative tendencies, you keep them away from you. Instead, you are favorably inclined to take your rightful place. You naturally do good wherever you are consistently. You are a magnet. Things that are good appeals to you, while you repel whatever that is not of God, whatever that is contrary to God's will. Naturally, you can't you keep them at a distance. That's the the consequences of working with a healthy self-image. When you know who you are, you know what belongs to your life, you know what fits in, so you don't waste your time on non-essentials. You focus on what is good and pursue it without apologies to anyone. There is another powerful way to shun both mockers of your life and manipulators of your great destinies, and thereby, save yourself from the untold harm that usually comes with such ungodly union or deadly contact. Yes. What is it, you ask? Okay. It's your ability to avoid relationships with those who don't value themselves to begin with. See, see the need to dodge them. every Make every effort to dodge them, my dear. Why? Because they are incapable of valuing you. Anybody that can't value themselves, how can they value you? Of course, they can't give what they don't have. They can't love you if they haven't learned to love themselves. So why do you hope to drink to your satiation from a shallow cistern? Believe me, it's unrealistic. It's unrealistic expectation, and they set up for heartbreak. Save yourself those misblessed adults, my dear. Avoid those with a damaged self-image or very poor regard for their lives, like a plague. And you would have seriously dodged a bullet too. Anyone that can't value themselves, anybody that places very low, you know, value on themselves, don't hope to achieve anything. Don't, plan to go go anywhere with such a person. They don't even merit your second conversation. You need to be very selective. You need to be very discerning to make sure you are not, moving with anybody like that. That entails you have to deliberately look for those who enhance you, not inhibit you. You need to look for those who will fertilize your mind and put the wind, beneath your wings. Yeah. When you are around such people, when you are around people like that, you will see your best qualities through their eyes and grow from the wisdom that falls from their lips. Believe me, you need to locate those, who share your same values, quality people who know how to inspire you, how to motivate you to soar, to fly higher, who inspire you each day to, be more than you, to realize who you are and to aim to become, who inspire you to get better, not those who continually devalue you and take the wind off of yourself. No. That entails you have to deliberately look for those who enhance you, not inhibit you. those who fertilize your mind and put the wind beneath your wings, to enable you fly, soar to your, highest potential, reach, your greatest height. People who see possibilities in you, who believe in you, who, inspire you to be your best, to set great goals and go for it, who motivate you, regularly on a daily basis, to break, old records, and set new ones, who are there to share you on, and see you fly. Those, when you are around people like that, you will see your best qualities through their eyes and grow from the wisdom that falls from their lips. Don't hang around people that devalue you, that, see you as nothing, that can't see any potential in you, that, constantly berate you or put you down. No, don't make anybody make you feel, inferior without your consent. No, don't allow anybody, don't get attached to people who constantly devalue you or, take the wind out of yourself. No, aim for the best, go for the best. Quality attracts quality. You understand? Make it, your duty to look out for those people. Better to go where you are appreciated, where you are celebrated, and where you are tolerated, where you're constantly pulled down or made to feel like you are worth nothing. No, you need to be selective. You need to value yourself and know who values you and go for them, right? Now, when you encounter someone who tells you that you've got nothing to offer, be sure to laugh. Yeah, be sure to have a good laugh. Why? Because it's impossible to hear a joke, and not laugh. Yeah. When God made you, he said it was very good. Read Genesis 1 verse 31 and see the good report God, made of you when he created you. He looked at you and said you are very good. Look at yourself in the mirror and affirm it to yourself that you are very good. Don't give contrary opinions, the time of day. No. Learn not to focus on whatever the enemy is saying. Whoever that comes with that contrary opinion, don't give them the time of day. You are full of such potential that the word possibility is written all over you. Yeah. Are you not seeing it? Look at yourself once more and you will see it, right? By God's grace, you can be anything he designed you for and desires you to be. Listen to wise words. God decided to give us life through the word of truth, so we might be the most important of all the things he made. See this truth in James 1 verse 18, NCV. You are wonderfully and fearfully made. That's the verdict of God, the creator of heaven and earth. It's high time you believed it and worked with that improved consciousness, with that improved mindset of whom God made you and who you are in Christ Jesus. That should put a spring to your legs, and that should give you a heavenly gate, that should give you an improved healthy image. That should help you, that should be a pointer to the kind of people you should attract and mingle with on a daily basis. Anything short of that, say bye to them. Keep them at a distance. They don't belong to your life. They don't belong to your present, nor, in your future. That's right. Listen, my dear. It pays to meditate on God's wondrous love for you on a steady. And don't allow anyone to tell you lies. Don't allow anybody to tell you that, God doesn't love you, or you are not well loved, or you are not, a treasure. No. you know don't allow anybody treat you as though you are worth nothing. No, you are somebody, and therefore should carry yourself as such, my darling. Don't trivialize important matters and let down your crown to accommodate, clowns. Learn to let go of garbage or meaningless clusters and begin to live life fully free, purposeful, and happy on a daily basis. Let it be to you as the Lord God pleases and had destined, not as any man or woman wants, wants it for you, my friend. That's the key to breaking away from the bondage of approval addiction that is the bane of many folks, in this modern world. It is also your best option to avoid playing second fiddle and settling in a hopeless rut. Take or leave it. Don't take anything that is less than God has, made you for or has planned for you. You need the very best. You need to be your best, and you need to be the best version of yourself, and also attract the best version, because quality attracts quality. Anything short of that is beneath God's will for your life and beneath your God class. Listen, my darling, I don't know where you've been or where you are right now, but I'm sure none of those places and events would compare to where the Spirit of God is leading you. Yeah. That means there is hope, there is better hope for your future. You better believe it. That's right. Believe it right now. Because the path of the just, the Bible tells us, is like the shining light that shines brighter and brighter onto the perfect day. Be reminded too that despite your past histories or woeful feelings, you have fresh insight, growing faith, and the needed inspiration to carve a new path or relaunch whatever you've got, going still, and powerfully run your ordained course on earth without fail. Nothing should stop you. Nobody should stop you, until you stop yourself. Nobody can stop you if you say no to them. If you are regretting your past, including sadly calculating missed chances or near misses, you've had in life so far, remember, God, who is the true owner of your life and perfect restorer of wasted years, He's still keenly looking at your future. His love for you isn't based on your performance, none at all. It's His choice. God chose to love you. He looked at you even while you were yet a sinner. He looked at you and He chose to come and die for you. It's a choice He decided to bestow on you. It's not based on whether you are good or you are righteous or whether you are too pleasing to Him. No, He chose to love you. That's a good place, to anchor your validation on. That's a good place, to derive your self-worth from. you know Let your self-esteem be based on love, on the unchanging love, on the endless love, on the unconditional love God has for you. Nothing can beat that, my friend. If you're looking at human beings, fair weather friends, when things changes, people change, situations change, nothing lasts forever. But God is the unchangeable changer. His love for you is permanent, is there. He loves you both on your good days, on your bad days, on your worst days. His love is the ever constant thing you can rely on and build your trust, your whole life on. You understand? So have it inside your heart, let your heart, let your peace of mind, your joy, be based on that love. And you see how far it will take you. So that when people come with all kinds of you know, talks, sweet talks to sweep you off your feet, you will use your head and your heart. You know where to where to rely on. You know on whom to rely on, where to base your trust on, so that you will not be moved here and there, or be easily swept off your feet with endless lies, or with things that are that are not true, so that you will not live your life based on lie, but on the ever constant truth of God's word. That's one way also to avoid manipulators. When you know the right thing, when you know that God's love is always there for you, you are not easily swayed by nonsense. The book of Romans 5 verse 5 tells us that while we were yet sinners, Christ died for us. His love is ever sure, ever true, long lasting, as strong as the rock. That's why we call him the rock of Gibraltar. He's more than he's the rock of ages. You understand? He's the God of second and many chances. So even if you have failed before, don't give up on yourself or on your God, so easily. Trust that He's ever there for you. He's still sharing you. It is never over until it's over. And it can never be over until you win. You know, He's the God of second chances. So don't berate yourself, even if you have fallen before. Pick up yourself and keep on moving. And this is putting it mildly. Listen to Apostle Paul's assertion, in the Passion Bible. There has never been the slightest doubt in my mind that God, who started this great work in you, would keep at it and bring it to a flourishing finish. What encouragement! When you look into the scriptures, you have a lot of, words of comfort, words of encouragement, words that, motivate you to keep moving, to do the right thing, to, set your gaze on high, to not settle for anything that is beneath you. You understand? To not be less than God has made you. There is no reason at all to park in the neutral or to stop, aiming high and trusting God for the best. No, it doesn't matter what has failed in the past. Still trust God for better outcome and keep moving. Don't let anybody come and sell you a cheap lie that your life is over, or make you want to settle for nothing, or whatever that is below you, because you think your own has finished. You think that you are no more happening. No, you are the one happening. You understand? You are not a person asking for a blessing, but you are a blessing going somewhere to upload. I want you to have that superior mindset, because the greater one lives in you. You understand? Beloved, I want you to often have this better perspective that works wonders untold. It works for everyone that believes. God will not see you and change. What He has done for others before, He will do for you if you believe Him. He will often do for you what you believe Him for. You understand? Rejoice. God brought you this far. And if you will let Him, He will take you the rest of the way. But while He's taking you, while you are moving there, you need to know who belongs to your journey and who doesn't belong there. So you don't keep attracting, people that will derail you from your course, people that, not people that will be like, you are carrying excess load. No, you don't need excess luggage in this journey. Where God is taking you is still very far, So keep your mind, keep your sights on high, you know, envision your greatness and keep moving. And also attract those that are moving fast, so that they will make your journey easy. You understand? When you attract the wrong kind of people, that's when you know that the journey is far, and it will be torturous. It will be hard, it will be dull, you lack motivation, you be full of complaint. That's when life becomes hard. You understand? That's when you attract the right kind of people, vision builders, destiny helpers, people that will help you. You understand? Do life together. Your journey will be fun. Yeah, you know that this life is good and to be enjoyed, not endured. That even when you're in relationship, your relationship is adding value, is for you to enjoy, not to endure. Just like some people, they have resigned to profit even in their marriages. You see a lot of people saying marriage is to be endured, not to be enjoyed. No, it's not true. Everything that God has called you into, if you're in your singlehood or in your marriage, there is enough grace, He has released unto you each day to enjoy the day, to enjoy the journey. So while you are at it, you need to, also help yourself. Make sure you are not yoking yourself with people that will be extra burden. You understand? People that will not share your wholesome value, your wholesome vision, people that will not add speed to you, people that will even demotivate you or even stall your progress. No, you don't need such people. That's why it's good you know who you are. You build the foundation on your life, on whom God has made you and whom He has called you to be. And then other things will become Jara. Yeah. The psalmist, wrote with a confident knowing that the Lord will fulfill His purposes. The Lord will fulfill His purposes for me. That is somebody that knows who he is and the God he serves. That is, his assertion. Can you say the same thing? Can you boast, of this God that, is your ever, is there, your ever, your ever, you know, is it helper in time of need, your ever constant helper in time of need, the God that is always there, your hero, the God that sees you. Can you have this kind of boasting like the psalmist? You understand? See Psalm 138 verse 8 NIV, my NIV. Read it and you will see David's boast of the Lord, speaking positively and carrying yourself with such confident assurance of your awesome personality in the great God equally befits you, my darling. On the other hand, on one hand, it inspires you to dream big as well as keeps mingling and vibing with other good souls. It motivates you to keep moving forward, forward ever, backward never. It motivates you to keep, aiming and firing against all odds. On the other, it helps you to incessantly beware of needless daredevils. You know, it helps you to be mindful to keep the wicked enemies or unrepentant haters and manipulators at bay. Yeah, knowing who you are helps you to balance everything. You know what to attract, and what to let go. You understand? It helps you to keep a balanced view of things. Where it's just like wisdom. You know what to focus on and what not to focus on. You know what to, internalize. You know the right values to internalize and the things to trash. You know how to trash the trash and how to, make do with what is best for you. You know how to decide, make important decisions, who will come in and who you will keep aside. You understand? You know that it's not everybody that should, gain your confidence. It's not everything that everybody that will accompany you in the journey. It's not everybody that you can do life with. So you are selective. You understand? You know how to choose. You know how to make important choices, everyday choices, tough decisions, good decisions, responsible decisions, wise decisions that will keep propelling you forward to the destiny that God has in mind for you. I'll be stopping here today, my darling. What a wonderful time we've had already. Thanks for listening. I will come again, to share, something more and all that. There is still a lot to unpack. We are not done with this manipulative, things, stuff and everything. We'll still, come with another perspective, right? Once more, please like this video and leave a comment. If you are new here, please take the time to listen more. Go, search through my videos and listen more so you know where I'm coming from and what my channel is about. And do subscribe to my channel, my dear. Also put on the bell icon to be notified when I come on here to share something new. Right? God bless you.